Hey everybody, welcome back. This is a fine Monday afternoon, and this is going to be another HD broadcast. I just got off of work, a very long work day I might add, and we're here to cast another series of games. This is from popular request. A lot of people have been saying, HD, got to cast more of these MLG Columbus games, and I couldn't agree more. MLG Columbus was an absolute blast. Some of these games in here were insanely good, and I just have to, I have to listen to the crowd. I got to do it. I got to cast more of these games. I still have Spanicio games on my hard drive. They're kind of getting a little dusty, but I'll dust it off, and I'll bring a couple of those games out. There were some really good ones in that replay pack as well that I haven't gotten around to doing. So, with that out of the way, I have a couple of announcements to make. I recently got a phone call from somebody, and well, this somebody's actually a police officer, and he was like, "Hello, HD, we found your car." But it wasn't in one piece, it was actually found in multiple pieces. So the full story here is, guys, apparently my car was found in a chop shop. You guys are wondering what a chop shop is. Basically a shop that chops up your car and, you know, sells off its components. Apparently my engine and my transmission were found, interestingly enough. And a tow company towed it away, and now the tow company wants to charge me $750 to pick up my parts, and $500 even if I don't want to pick it up. So I feel a little bit, it hasn't been the best Monday of all, I have to say. It definitely has been a rough one for me. I mean, I'm a little sad. I mean, you know, you get punished once for losing your car, you get punished again because you have to pay for it. So I'm here to drown my sorrows away by casting some Starcraft 2. What can I say? I love this game. Always a good way to take your mind off of the stressful things in life and watch some other players have a stressful day playing against each other. So without further ado, guys, I'll keep you guys up to date with anything else that happens with the HD Mobile, as I like to call it. I'll keep you guys up to date, and this is going to be, getting back to this game at hand, this is going to be a Zerg versus Terran series, and this is direct from MLG Columbus. Funnily enough, this is actually the finals, the grand finals of MLG Columbus, in fact, featuring IMLosira as the red Zerg player at the top left-hand corner, and his opponent, SlayersMMA, the blue Terran, in the bottom left-hand corner. This map is Tal'Darim Altar, and we are going to have a really good series on our hands here, guys. Now, I do want to reiterate that this is from MLG Columbus, and the way they function, the way they have the grand series played out, it's a little bit weird. It's an extended series format, so the first 3 games of this series were actually from the winners round finals, and then the last couple of games were actually from the grand finals. So they're not a consecutive series, but for all intents and purposes, I don't really think people, you know, want to see me break it up. Might as well just cast the whole series in a row, and you know, I don't think I should go into much more detail because you guys are just going to be scratching your head. It's kind of a confusing process. Just sit back, you know, grab a Coke, grab some chips, and enjoy the cast. This is certainly going to be a good one. We have Losira coming back after I casted his games against OGSMC, and that's where he really showed what kind of a player he is. I mean, he is just a baller. Losira is so damn good. My jaw dropped the floor when I was casting this guy's games. I mean, you guys heard me. My voice cracked like I was a 12-year-old going through puberty. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes, you know, Starcraft 2 just gets the hormones raging. Can't help it. It is very sexy. And Losira is a very sexy player indeed. Now, his opponent, don't want to take anything away from him. SlayersMMA, coming direct from Slayers, well, not directly from Slayers Boxer, but he is Slayers Boxer's protege, so to say. And Boxer, for all you guys who are wondering, is like the Jerry Rice of Starcraft 2, just one of the all-time Hall of Famers. And for MMA to be the protege of Boxer, you expect some awesome things out of this kid. And MMA is a great player. He is basically one of the star players in the team leagues in South Korea. He's just now making a name for himself in the individual leagues. And he's got a couple of Hellions coming in here that are trying to make a name for themselves as well. They're going to get right on by the Zerglings and make their way right into the main of Losira. Losira now, I can't help but say, overreacting with a lot of Zerglings. He's making 20 Zerglings right now, along with speed just now about to kick in. And once that speed kicks in, the Hellions are not gonna be too happy because, yeah, the Zerglings are gonna be able to outrace them. And it looks like Losira should be able to clean that up. But, wow, Losira has a lot of Zerglings on the map, guys. That's over 20-something, 21 Zerglings on the map. And he may actually be able to run right on by this bunker, but there is a wall here. MMA wisely raising up his supply depots, and oh my god, not completely Zergling proof. The Zergling's actually allowed to leak on inside, and I can't, oh my god, I cannot believe what just happened. MMA here making a huge blunder, allowing the Zerglings to run right on by that supply depot, and these Zerglings now have been allowed inside the main. They're going to be able to do so much damage. They have scouted off the entire tech of MMA, and more Zerglings allowed to run in. What is MMA doing? He lowered his supply depot, allowing more Zerglings to flood in, and that could very well be the death of MMA. Oh man, what is going on here? MMA, a player, I was just tooting his horn for a second. They're saying he was the protege of Boxer, and I gotta say, Boxer right now must be doing an epic facepalm after seeing that happen. I mean, that's just not a play that you typically expect, but in all fairness, I actually thought this was Zergling proof until the Zerglings, you know, proved me wrong and proved MMA wrong. So so now MMA has had to replace that hole and fill it up with some handy dandy factory glue, and that should keep it leak proof for now. But I mean, if we pull up that workers kill tab, 16 workers killed. Right now MMA is sufferingly so bad. That is not even proper English. Doesn't matter, this is HD language, and you know, sometimes I'll just make up words on the fly. MMA is really down by a lot of harvesters right now. He's down by about half, and that does not bode well for the Terran player. Lucira now is in a commanding position to start this series off. Keep in mind, guys, this is the finals of MLG, and you know, everything's on the line here. I think it was over like $10,000 of prize money total. So definitely a lot of money on the line, and I like what MMA is doing. You guys see he's got a drop starport now added on with the reactor. He's swapped it with the barracks, and what he's going to try to do now is get some dropship action going. He's going to try to drop his way into a victory. It's going to definitely take some blind luck and skill, you know, both combined. But really, he's so far behind. A drop play right now would be really smart. I don't quite agree with him lifting the orbital command, because now his hole is wide open. Oh, the Zerglings are going to run right here. They're going to see a gaping hole, which is going to mean those Zerglings are going to run right on by after surrounding that pack of Marines and taking them out. And MMA once again in so much trouble, fleeing the scene with his SCVs. But it looks like they may actually be called back into duty, because there's just not enough Marines to deal with this many Zerglings, and MMA throughout this entire time not allowed to mine. The Zerglings splitting up wisely to just distract MMA further, and these SCVs are continuing to take the brunt of the damage, now falling down to 19 SCVs. Make that possibly 20, well, make that possibly 19 again, as MMA here is just suffering so bad. Lucira has now hit the natural expansion with his speedlings. It looks like all the speedlings were taken care of inside his main, but more Zerglings are waiting outside, just posturing in the front door of the Terran Natural, and this cannot be good for MMA. He has not even had a chance to use his dropships. Lucira, ever the aggressor, gonna run in here with his speedlings, and this could very well be GG. There's just nothing to block the front door, and not exactly the way I expected this series to start off, but MMA here, really greedy, was trying to catch up with a double expand for a total of 3 orbital commands. I like that idea, but at the end of the day, it's just not going to work out. All of his SCVs now are going to fall, and that's kind of rough. That's got to be a blow to the stomach. Your confidence just kind of whooshes out of you after a game like that, and MMA calls GG. Great game by Lucira, though, just once again showing why he is so damn good. Damn, that kid is good. So great game right there by Lucira, and I think MMA is going to put up a much bigger fight, or much better fight, in the next couple of games. We'll have to see, but Game 2 is going to be coming out next on my channel. Thank you all guys for tuning in, and that's it for me. Stay tuned. HD signing out.